Hello, how's everybody doing? Thank you again for coming back by. This is Mary from Around the Craft Room. I have just done a video on rub-ons and how to use the rub-ons from the Dollar Tree and things like that. But I was at a store and I found these body art. So I like playing with stuff. So we're going to see what I can do for my journals or for crafting using body art. Okay, I'm going to start with making a little tag. So I can do this with a little piece of fabric. This is khaki pants that I've torn up and frayed out. And right now I'm just going to use some of these little body tattoos or whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to cut out some of these. I've got several different designs. I'm going to do these little gnomes here on this. I'll pick out one to put on here. I like the one with the ice cream. You cut out the design you want, taking the protection paper off, which is a clear piece of protection paper that they've got on there. Whatever you're going to put it on, make sure it's dry. And then you just put this down with a little bit of water on a sponge. You soak the back of it. And you just get it pretty wet. You don't have to be dripping wet, but pretty wet. And then let it set for a minute. That was my biggest problem with working on these is I want to pull it off immediately. But you need to let the water soak into the paper and then you just slide it off. Yeah. But you need to make sure that you give it enough time to let the paper get nice and wet. That one's still pulling up a little bit. I think I probably should have waited a little bit longer even on that one. There we go. And maybe I'll add a sunshine up here. The sunshine is going to melt his ice cream if he don't watch it. Yep. Let that paper get nice and wet where it will, you can kind of rub it on there a little bit. You can tell if they're not moving right. You can tell if the ink's still grabbing to the paper. That one did a little bit. Off in the distance, somebody has an umbrella on the beach. And if you add too many more things, you probably need to dry it with the heat gun to make sure it's dry before you put the next thing down. And you can kind of give it a tug and you can tell whether or not it's ready to pull off or not. Because when it loosens up, it comes off pretty easy. But it's got to loosen up off of that paper. So, there we go. And I can probably add a phrase or something up there. I can add more to it. I can add some rub-ons to it. I like to mix my rub-ons with these, which turn out really cute. So, let's do one more. Let's do one with this little piece of white fabric. Going to try to slide it off. This one's going to slide on this fabric. Obviously, it's going to slide. Looks like a little bit easier. That's a little pink castle. Oops. Don't touch it with your finger too soon. Now, I need a little girl to put there. And you just gotta let them set for a minute so that water can soak through a little bit. Because obviously the water's got to soak through that backing a little bit. So it will loosen the backing up where you can pull it off. And slide it off like that. Here's a cute little bird. Don't be in too big a hurry. Just let the water soak through the paper. And these things are pretty durable. I don't know how long they'll stay on fabric, but I'm telling you, I put one on my hand the other day. Showers, washing dishes, all that stuff did not take it off. I had to work hard to get that thing off my hand. I was scrubbing it with alcohol and everything. So those things are pretty durable once you put them on. Let's put a little princess cat on. Maybe the cat lives in the castle too. So if you let it soak in enough and give it time, it will slide off like that. There's a little cluster of flowers. Maybe I'll put these over here by her feet. Just taking that clear protective paper off the top and then turning it over and adding a little water with a sponge to a dry surface. And then letting it set long enough that the water soaks through the paper. I get impatient sometimes. That's when I mess up my designs. But if you let it sit there for a minute, it will soak through. Okay, I'll add one more over here. Maybe I'll add this little horse. I guess it's a flying horse. It's got little wings. And I think it's cute. So I'll just put him up here. There we go. All right, there's my little belly band for a journal page with the princesses on it. And I messed up the castle a little bit because I got in a hurry and didn't give it time to soak through. Okay, so I'm just going to take the protective paper off, and then I'm going to lay these down, face down on this fabric, a little belly band I'm making here, and soak it nice with water, with the sponge on some water, and let it set for a minute to let that water soak through the paper. Give it time to soak through, and then you can slide the paper off of it. Okay, then let's do another one of those on the other end. Okay, and then when you get this done, if you're wanting to add some more, and maybe the fabric is wet, just dry it, because you're going to need it to be dry when you add your next, if you're going to add some more to it. This is dry in the middle, so let me see what I can find to put down through here. Maybe some of this little Halloween stuff. This is cute. I think this little ghost is cute. I guess he's carrying a pumpkin. He's carrying a jack-o'-lantern. And these are a little glow-in-the-dark ghost. Give it time to soak a little bit. And this paper just needs to slide off the ink. It will if you'll just be patient with it. I think that's a cute one. I need to dry that just a second and get that dry right there, and then I'm going to add another one to the middle there. Okay, I'm going to pick out another little ghost, I think, to put in the middle of that. Or that little skeleton would be cute, but I think he's too tall for my design. Oh, I'll just do this little ghost with a pumpkin head. There we go. And I think I've got room to put this one, the ghost, over the tombstone there in the middle. I'm going to see if they glow in the dark here in a second, because I think they're so cute. All right. Let me get them all the water blotted off, and then I will just turn off a couple of lights and see if they glow in the dark. Oh, look. Isn't that cute? My little glow in the dark. Oh, and look over here. Look at all these. They're all glowing. All right, let me turn on all the lights. Again, these would be really cute if you had a candle. You could put them on. Let me go see if I can find some more things to put this on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and gathered up a couple of other things. We're going to try these little body art on, and I found this little plastic candle, and I'm going to try putting one of these little things on here. Do the Happy Halloween with all the little jack-o'-lanterns. See if that works. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try it. Take off the clear protection. I'm going to try to curve it a little bit before I put water on it, just to make it want to bend a little bit. And I'm going to get it wet and try to get it to stick down to my little plastic candle here. And try to stick it down pretty good. Get it pretty wet. And then let it set for a minute and see if this works. And see if it will slide off. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Battery on, I think. There we go. Isn't that cute? And now I also have a candle. I guess probably got that at Walmart. And we're going to decorate the outside of it. Let's do a princess scene all the way around this. Start by, again, giving it a little bit of a curve so it would be easier for it to stick on there. So I'm just going to bend it a little bit to get it to where it will curve onto my candle. And place it down here. And then hold it down and get it wet. Once it gets wet, it sticks down there pretty good. And then I need to get it nice and wet and let it set for a minute where the water will soak through. just get it wet, but it's not wanting to slide off without messing up. So let me see if it will slide this direction. There we go. There is Cinderella's carriage on that one. I messed up a little bit. I got it slid off a little bit right there. And it seems to still want to slide a little bit. I probably did that with the paper towel. So, okay, here's Cinderella. You can cut her out. And put her over here. Again, curving it just a little bit. So, there she is. Maybe we'll put some little flowers up here. There we go. There's some little flowers, and let's put some butterflies. Butterflies with stars. Butterflies and stars. And then, of course, we got to put her shoes on here. Or at least just one shoe, because she lost one. So I'm going to cut it off and just add one shoe. So this is our candle. It's our Cinderella candle. Also sticks to plastic. And all of our fabric bands that we've made. Our little tags. And other little tags that I've made. Here's one that just a belly band. Here's one that's a Cinderella princess castle thing that we've made for this. And I can use these in your journals. You can staple a paper clip and use them as a paper clip in your journals. You can take the backing of your paper and just cut a piece of it. Just use what you have. So this was just a piece of packaging, and you can take a piece of that and glue it onto the back and make a stiffer tag. That's what I've done to several of them. There's a page that I did with all the little princesses, and I'm just going to staple that into a page in my journal and have a flip up. So anyway, so that's what you can do with little body arts that you find. So have fun, enjoy, play with whatever you can find. And if you've ever tried any of this, let me know if it works for you. Thank you again for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day. Just thought I'd show you a little piece of what I'm doing with some of this body art. I'm just adding it to an envelope I'm going to send my granddaughter. I just like to decorate the envelopes with stamps or stickers or whatever I'm doing at the time. And since right now I'm just playing with this body art, I thought this would be cute. So I just thought I'd play with some of this. I don't want to cover up too much because obviously the address has got to go over here. But I think I'll put one more little, I don't know, that little whale may be a little too much. Maybe I'll just add the little pink fish. This is cute stuff. So you just lay it down upside down. You take the little clear protection paper off and then just lay it upside down, and like all the rest of them, you just kind of soak the back of the paper with water. And you get it to where the paper slides on it, but sometimes you can just kind of lift it off. Yeah, this one I'm going to be able to lift off. Anyway, so there we go. I'm going to let it dry. I may put a couple of things on the back here. That would be cute. I already got the paper off this well. I'll just stick it on the back there. Then I need to just press this down a little bit, draw off the excess water. And there's my little envelope. I'm going to put the card in it, address it, and send that to my granddaughter.